Words of Wisdom, Episode 3, Gillis Can, Jesse O.
Spopping.
Today, we are going to talk about fitting in your local scene. So, like, whether it is skateboarding or taking pictures or fucking doing music, being in the hardcore scene, going to house parties. What else? I mean, doing anything. Really depends on the city you live in, the people that are around it.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you're doing, pretty much situations will present themselves that define you as like an artist and what you stand for and what other people are doing around you. So, and when I say artist, I mean like human being that like is an output of creative energy. I don't necessarily mean like you fucking draw or can like have good handwriting. It doesn't matter. So all that I'm saying is you got to find a middle ground kind of, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, I completely
Like for
agree.
fitting in. You know what I'm
Yeah, because whenever you're doing anything creative, especially when you're first starting out, it's easy to not exactly mimic, but try to, you find your style through other, styles, and everybody's influenced by something. But it's easy early on to get confused with being influenced and just kind of like jocking something, which I feel like, it's a real fine line, because there's a lot of people that are influenced by stuff, but then there's a lot of people out there that are just like carbon copy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I think like another thing, like as far as where you live, like who your homies are and stuff, like sometimes groups of people that know each other are pretty big. You can still know like specific people within groups of friends. You don't have to like know everyone, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely played it low key growing up skating, and me and Jesse was from like a different group of homies than my homies, and we like always kept it. You know what I'm saying? We were always cool. I'm cool with everyone over there. He's cool with everyone over here, but it's like
It's a community.
Yeah, it's a community, but you can still kind of navigate your way, because ultimately, when you're rapping or you're doing things, you know what I'm saying? When you're like developing your ability as an MC, the story and those people become like what is most important type shit. And what will carry you. That's how I feel in those situations.
For sure.
And it's funny because like who hasn't tried to fit in, you know what I'm saying? People go to college, people go do things, like you go to parties and stuff, like when you're young and stuff, like it's cool, like everyone's trying to fit in, like everyone has tried to fit in. I've tried to fit in. Like I still try to fit in some situations.
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel like that's a major part in learning who you are as a person. Because, you kind of go through that trial and error phase where you try this, you try to jump in that scene, or you might pick up this hobby or try to hang out with this crowd. And, eventually you find what you're really going to be passionate about, or what's just a phase, Like, it happens. There's always those kids that I'm sure you remember plenty growing up that they literally, like, were in literally every scene at one point in time.
Yeah.
Like they might have came to school with the Hollister polo, collar flipped up, the funny New Balances that people used to wear,
dipped after school,
cut at the bottom of the pants.
Oh yeah.
And then next thing you know, they're playing hacky sack and wide leg jeans out in the parking lot.
And then they're like hitting up Spinelli's with glasses that don't help them see. You know what I'm saying?
They're rubbing their eye through the lenses.
Like, these are prescriptions. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so honestly, all those things said, episode 3, Words of Wisdom.
Words of Wisdom.